Hi, Oren. How are you?
I'm great, Aidan. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We have great topics to discuss. But maybe we start with an intro. I mean, everyone knows Wix, right? But we'd love to learn more about you. What's your role in Wix and what's new?
Sure. So my name is Oren. I'm VP and GM of online stores here at Wix. Prior to Wix, I was head of product for one of the companies of Expedia and was also director of product at Dell. Prior to that at Amazon. So I've been in the e-commerce space for a while and also led other mass market mobile apps in SaaS. Now, in terms of Wix, I'm sure the audience know Wix as a world-leading website building platform. And Wix e-commerce provides merchants with professional tools to establish, manage, and grow their e-commerce business. And in general, our platform really allows merchants to sell products across various channels, including both their own branded online stores on Wix, also their own native mobile app, a physical point of sale, as well as native integration with all the external well-known e-commerce marketplaces and social media platforms. Beyond creation of the site and the store, it also enables merchants to manage their e-commerce operations from end to end, covering activities all the way from sourcing products, even if you don't have those, managing the inventory, accepting payments, fulfilling and shipping orders, obtaining analytics, and so on. And also we cover anything related to marketing. So merchants can really leverage a wide spectrum of marketing and e-commerce tools to increase traffic, enhance customer engagement, boost sales, and grow their business. And I would tell you that last but not least, our platform also includes hundreds of integrated third-party apps that can really cover any different use case you can think of if we don't cover it natively.
Yeah. So that's obviously Wix e-commerce is moving up in the hierarchy of complexities and solutions out there. In terms of market segments or type of merchants that you are targeting with this product, whom do you target?
So we start all the way from the do-it-yourself, easy to use. You're just getting into e-commerce and want to make it very quickly, easily, and start selling today. I would say it's almost fun to start your online store.
Yes.
But in recent years, we really went up market and we're going all the way to merchants selling in millions of dollars as well as professional agencies. We also have a very dedicated tool today, which we call Studio, that is targeted into the very specific needs of agencies that are creating and managing online stores. Now, if you're looking at the specific unique value proposition that we bring onto the table, so our solution is known for its versatility, ease of use, cost effectiveness, and efficiency. And we're proud to say that we have unmatched no-code storefront design capabilities with our well-known advanced drag and drop editor, which basically means that you can make almost all the adaptations and customization you need for the very specific use case and store that you have in mind without using code. That said, it comes with a wide spectrum of APIs and APIs that if you do want to invest more and tailor specifically to generate very unique custom e-commerce solution at scale, you can do so too. In addition to this, our solution comes with a wide and complete spectrum of native capabilities and features that cover all your essential needs, all the way from discounts to back in stock. And it basically is ready for business out of the box. So the efficiency, the ease of use, and the readiness for market is just out there once you start the product. At the same time, we have a very extensive app market with hundreds of apps covering every single tail and unique use case you have in mind that you can really address with those apps. I would say that last but not least, especially today when we see social commerce booming and we see people coming into e-commerce and just want to monetize and not limit themselves for a very specific segment, which is online store, coming from Wix, we are not only providing an online store solution, we also have Wix events and Wix donations, and we have Wix booking. So if, for example, you're selling bottles of wine and you want to start having events for tasting or booking sessions or anything around blogging, we have all those solutions built in. So you basically do not limit your growth and can always provide a multi-offering online business.
Yeah. I personally built few Wix stores, and as you said, it's really drag and drop type of editor, and it's really fun, right? I think that's a very nice theme all around it. And obviously, it's also providing a lot of tools on the backend side, as you said, with APIs and obviously the marketplace, but also a very advanced ability to customize the storefront and all the look and feel and the automatic adaptation, of course, to mobile and all this other platform, which is very, very important. So for a brand who is considering probably to replace or re-platform or to launch a new platform, you can go obviously to Wix, open an account, start his journey. But you can go also, and you mentioned the agencies with Wix Studio. So let's probably try to describe this in more details. What brands and merchants should know when they can go to Wix directly? When do you suggest them to go to a local agency?
Yeah. So I would say it really depends on your needs and your size, and also your willingness to invest. So let's take a classic persona. You are big in social media. You have hundreds of thousands of followers, and you want to go deeper into monetizing your audience. So you can go and try out. We also have a link in bio solution, and basically quickly start an online store without even having product. So the classic Wix editor. You can quickly design your site by having a stunning template that is ready for you to use with some small adjustments. All the solutions are out there in terms of, as I said, discounts, coupons, back in stock, abandoned cart. You really have everything you need. And even if you don't have products, we can provide you that as well because we have a built-in sourcing solution with drop shipping.
Drop shipping.
Yeah. On the other hand, if you look at the other side of the spectrum, let's say you're a well-established brick and mortar merchant and you want to go online and you have a very complex and robust business and you're focusing on managing your business, on running your day-to-day operations, may be better for you to reach out to one of the agencies, and you can find them in our marketplace for agencies, and they can create really the best solution for you that really fit the different size that you need, the different complexity, and also provide you with those specific tailoring solution that may require some code. I think that's the place where you want to go into a partner. There's also everything in between. So let's say you already established your store. You created the beautiful store. You feel like you want to increase traffic and you want to have an expert on marketing. Maybe it's a good idea to go and hire an agency for that. If you want to go to the next step and have a very tailored solution, why don't you go to an agency and they can provide you with the coding capabilities? So I would say that's mainly the spectrum where I would deviate and provide a recommendation for different personas, which solution to choose.
Yes. And what are the tools that you are providing to agencies? You mentioned Wix Studio. Can you elaborate more?
Yeah, so Wix Studio basically starts from a whole different dashboard, okay, that is tailored for the specific needs of an agency. That means managing different sites, managing different accounts, tracking their tickets for support. It also provides them with the capability to create templates and sell them, to create apps and sell them. So all those various tools, and obviously the Studio editor, which is much more advanced. It's not as simple and easy to use as the Wix.com, but it's still very easy to use and very quick for you to get what you need. But it provides you with more tailoring capabilities to create more, I would say, more complex designs that you want to achieve. So that's basically the Wix Studio solution.
So if I understand what you're saying, so agencies are able to open like sub accounts in Wix Studio, right, for each one of their merchants probably, and create variety of projects around that specific account, right?
Definitely. I'm managing everything from one place and also manage the handover and the transition and managing the account and the premiums and the support tickets. So it's I would say a dedicated platform looking at the entire process and journey and mechanisms that agencies require to run their business. It goes beyond just creating a site.
Yes, and each one of those accounts obviously is able to integrate with their own variety of integrations, like checkout integration, obviously shipping.
For sure. Yeah, and I would say even more than that, as an agency on Studio, you can define different permissions. Okay, so if you want to, create the site for your customer and then let them manage it, you want to hand over everything to them. You want to have different people within your agency to have different permissions. You want to have an ongoing conversations and the ability to share and work together on something, so you can do that too.
Got it. Got it. But and the whole operation, like the cloud infrastructure, is provided by Wix, or it's also
Yeah.
can be handed over to the operator or to the agency, or Wix is always providing all the back end and
It
front
really
end.
depends what you need, right? So
Okay.
we can provide you everything you need, but obviously if you want to have some mix and match solution, you can do that too. I think the perfect example of how far we go into being able to have a modular solution is our headless solution. In
Yeah.
a way, you can even create your own site with React and use only our back office capabilities. You can
Nice.
do
So
that too.
okay, so you also have a headless solution as well.
Yeah,
Right.
headless solution, you can bring your own catalog and connect to our catalog SPI.
Yeah.
In most cases, if you want to go advanced and replace and extend, you can do that too.
And what are the level of integration that you are able to provide? Obviously, for more complex architecture, you need to integrate with their accounting, inventory, PIM, right? Some of the email marketing functionalities,
Yeah,
other like
the quick
3PL.
answer,
Yeah.
yeah, the quick answer is I would say yes, we can. It's either that we have that specific integration built in. Recently, we launched, for example, a big strategic partnership with Global E, the
Yeah.
ability for you to have cross-border selling capabilities, the leading solution in the world. We have that too. Uh, we have integration with fulfilled by Amazon with Shippo. So we have many ready-to-use integration that are already in place. Beyond that, as I said, we have APIs as well as SPIs for you to create the connectors yourself, use an agency to do it for you if for some reason a specific integration that you're looking for is missing, or whether you'd like to replace a specific Wix part in the entire solution with your own part.
Seems you've made a lot of progress since the since the
Yeah, we worked
early
really hard
days.
in the past 3 years to take it from the easy to use, do it yourself to a really robust tool that can really power $1 million businesses as well as
Yeah.
agencies.
So
Yeah.
what's on the roadmap? What's planning ahead? What are
Yeah,
you working on?
I would say you cannot talk today about anything in tech without mentioning AI.
Sure.
And we see AI both as a way to make it easy for us to bring new user on board and just make everything easy for them, but at the same time also make it easier for merchants to run their business and be more profitable. So if you look at AI today, I think that in e-commerce, in what we're doing at Wix specifically, it brings already today tremendous advantages for online merchants. I can share some of the AI solution that we recently launched, but I would say we're working heavily on bringing a lot more tools out there with very tight goals on where we want to be in that space. In terms of AI, I would say that I want to talk mainly about two types of AI that we have at Wix and can really benefit the online merchants. And that's both generative AI as well as machine learning. Now, generative AI obviously made most of the headlines lately, and it really
Sure.
enables online merchants to effortlessly create an original e-commerce related content. And machine learning basically uses a data loop, as you know, to capture data, analyze it, translating the insights into adjustments in the store, and then continuously make adaptations to further optimize. In other words, it basically takes input from customer interaction to improve the experience for subsequent customers. Now, in terms of generative AI that we have today, and we have it built within the Wix e-commerce offering. So if you're just starting, let's say, okay, and you're looking for branding, you want to have a new business name, you want to look for the specific domain name as well as design your logo, you can do that with AI.
Mhm.
Another thing that you do that it's very important today, I think, especially with the skyrocketing customer acquisition costs, if you want to brush up your SEO, we have AI wizards that can really provide optimized suggestion for title tags, meta descriptions based on the existing page content that you have, and can also allows you to change the tone of voice to match your brand. In addition, AI can also be used to quickly create product descriptions. So we've seen, for example, great case studies in which we
Yeah.
have grocery stores built on Wix, and they've been using it thousands of times to quickly create beautiful product descriptions that our engineer worked really hard to make sure that you just provide a few details, and it creates really good product descriptions for
Mhm.
you that can really help you with both SEO and conversion.
Nice.
Now, beyond the product description, we know that once you create an e-commerce site, in terms of creating the trust, there's a lot of pieces of content, both written as well as imagery. So we have an AI text creator basically for any type of website content, for titles, paragraph, taglines, and everything is engineered specifically for the specific use case of e-commerce, so you can basically generate that trust and convert more. We talked about text, but obviously imagery as well. So we have a native AI image creator. We have image enhancement tools such as background removals and erasers, so everything you need to create that perfect imagery for your site. We also created recently a new AI social media feature that would help you create engaging content within social media that is very much related to your site effortlessly. And we know that today it's a lot of work to create a lot of those every day, so we can make it easier for you. Beyond that, we also have an analytics chatbot. So, e-commerce is all about, when you run a restaurant, you can always get out of the kitchen window and see what's going on. In e-commerce, you really need to stay on top of the analytics. And sometimes it's very overwhelming to look at all the charts and the numbers and, okay, what are the insights? What's the takeaway? What should I do? So we have a new analytics chatbot, and it basically allows you to ask questions about your site analytics, and then it can get back to you with a tailored report for the specific things that you ask for instead of you doing all the work. I would say last but not least, we also recently introduced a generative AI capability to allow you to create your entire site. So you come in and you start with a beautiful chat funnel. You tell them your needs, you tell them more details about your store, and it just generates the store for you. And then all you need, to update your real products and update the content here and there, add some e-commerce features as much as you need, but it just shorten the time specifically for users that already have the traffic and want to monetize real quick with low effort and low cost. You can do that too. I think it's important to mention that even beyond what we have at Wix, there's so many tools out there externally at Wix that you can leverage for e-commerce to create customer FAQs, email marketing, to create blogs, even though we have also an AI blog creation for you to improve your SEO. So that's everything regarding generative AI, but we also play in the machine learning space. And we have a few growing numbers of tools in that space. One of the things that I really like, so I told you that prior to Wix, I also worked in Expedia. And in the travel space and also in giant e-commerce, one of the secret sauces is always, how do you show the right product at the right order for the right user to increase conversion? And this is something that was not accessible for small merchants. And I'm happy to say that today, this capability has been democratized. Okay, we have a specific app on Wix that is called Twik, and it really scans your site and allows you to offer the right product for the right user at the right order at the right time to increase conversion. Beyond that, we also provide online merchants with the ability to create smart product recommendations. So based on the product that is being viewed, which specific product to recommend to them to increase conversion and overall the average order value. So I would say beyond the classic things of e-commerce capabilities that we would continue to provide ongoing, either through native capability if we really feel like it's essential and strategic, or via apps. And we have many apps joining every day. AI, is a big area that we feel like we can contribute a lot.
Sure. And we all know that a lot of the purchases today are done outside of your .com, of the merchants.com, right? That people are purchasing from the brands on Amazon. Also, TikTok is getting a lot of traction these days, and obviously Shoppable is now available across all the social channels, obviously marketplaces. How Wix is viewing this opportunity, and how do you providing tools for merchants to
for sure
to be where their shoppers are, right? To shop where their shoppers are.
I think, as you mentioned today, an omni-channel strategy is crucial, especially when customer acquisition costs skyrocketed. And it's so important for us that several years ago we acquired a company to provide a native solution that would allow Wix online stores quickly, with just a few clicks, to get their catalogs promoted and showcased at all the famous and renowned marketplaces as well as social platforms. So within Wix, you can go to the specific sales channel area and then quickly create and bring your store onto Amazon, eBay, Wish, as well as specific social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and so on. So we have all this built in. You don't need a third party for this. It was so important for us that we acquired a company to make it an integral part of Wix.
Yes. I mean, it's so complex because it seems that it's getting more complicated because there are more markets, more communities, more verticals that you need to work. And for marketeers, it's like it's getting more and more complicated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So now it's basically a one-stop shop. With the
yeah,
one catalog that you create, all the inventory basically is being synchronized across those different platforms within to your Wix store. And if you want to have another channel, and we'll continue to add more channels to that mix.
yeah. So Oren, Wix powering more than I think 17% of the world's online stores, right? I mean, what's your perspective on the market right now?
So even though, when we talk, and probably when your audience hear that, and we feel like everything is being done online these days, there's so much room for growth. I
Okay.
believe the last time that I've seen, between 16 to 17% of retail in the US is online. So there's so much room to grow. So I think this industry is for sure here to stay. It's here to grow. And it's just getting more and more interesting with more new capabilities as we speak. I think if you look at the various new things that are coming, I can think that of a future that just coming in the next few years, that basically AI would greatly shape everything that we know about e-commerce. And if you take AI and you couple it with the constant improvements in logistics, as well as other technologies such as mixed realities, with the
Mhm.
recent announcements coming from Apple, and it's keep coming from Facebook, as well as cloud computing, and you take into account also the economic incentives, because this is really where the market is pushing eventually, of increased competition in e-commerce with the skyrocketing customer acquisition costs. I think that within the next few years, we're going to get hyper personalized and truly zero friction online shopping experience. So for example, you would have AI that would really allow online merchants to adapt their offering and tailor them specifically for each customer individually in real time. So you could really generate personalized shopping experience, catalogs, promotion, and then even products for each product. And this level of hyper personalization will significantly increase the likelihood of purchase and improve customer retention rates. And
Yes.
I think that if you also take all the technologies that I mentioned, it would also improve the connectivity and the collaboration among the different players within the e-commerce ecosystem. So you have content publishers such as Netflix, NBA. Okay, you have e-commerce platforms such as us and the various other players in that space. You have device manufacturers, retailers, and logistic companies. And basically, what I think will happen is that the time between a purchase intent and having the desired product in your hands is going to be much shorter. I think, moreover, in some cases, the predictive capabilities of AI would start the shopping experience before there is an actual intent. For example, imagine you watching the Olympics in the summer, okay, and you're watching it with your AR glasses, and then you're looking at a stylish athlete that you really like, and he just made a great move and won the medal, and then you're going to be offered to purchase that specific shoe or whatever other accessory that you're using, and then through your connected device, you would potentially be able to virtually try them via augmented reality fitting room, and then it's just going to be sending it to you to your doorstep. So all these different puzzle pieces exist. It's just, I think, the next step of having the connection between those. And I don't think this is science fiction. I think we're probably going to start seeing those things in the next few years.
Yeah. So what I hear you saying is that technology is going to take more of an active role in everything, right? Like the way you market, the way you operate, the way you manage your inventory, when you're placing orders, adjacent to holidays or peak season. And also, you mentioned the democratization of these AI
Yeah,
technologies, and it's
yeah,
available for everyone. So
yeah.
what does it mean for brands? I mean, if this technology will be available for everyone, and it's going to be cheap, and everyone can be easily implement that, how do you see the brand succeed? How can they differentiate? Because everyone will do the same thing, right? And how brands can differentiate, because it seems that it's getting more and more difficult, right, to differentiate and to be try to find the right product lines, the right markets to operate. Everything seems to be so crowded, and everyone is trying different things. what do you think is the future of the future for brands, and what are the major probably challenges that they are facing, in their
Yeah.
marketing or in the overall operation?
Yeah, I think, first of all, they have to be on top of things. So
Mhm.
this is just the bare minimum. Everything that we talked about, you need to be on top of it just to make sure that either you get a competitive advantage using those, or
Yes.
at least you're not behind. So this is the starting point. And then from there on, let's say we're playing at a level field that everyone has access and everything is democratized, then we're basically competing on other areas. If you look at what happened, for example, in the content space. Okay, so back in the days, it was really a big thing to be able to offer videos online. Now
Mhm.
everyone can do it. Okay, now you see the competition between Disney and Netflix and Hulu.
Sure.
It's no longer about the technology, it's about
Yeah.
the content. I think it goes back to brands. It's obviously going to be about the product, it's going to be about trust, it's going to be about the story, and I think the ability for users to connect with the brands. Okay, so that's what we're going to see mainly. I think it's the
Yeah.
values that you stand behind, the level of the products, the pricing, the classic things that we used to compete on before technology, because then
Yeah.
technology is practically going to be available for anyone. However, I would say that this is going to be an ongoing game, because in e-commerce, I would say it's a field that just develops so quickly, and everything that is being advanced today would be in 6 months, a year from now, would be basic. Now, you would
Yeah.
see, I would say, the e-commerce giants always pushing forward with the advanced capabilities, and then a year later, 2 years later, it's going to be democratized for the smaller ones. So we're still going to see that gap, but the pace in which the gap is going to be narrowed is going to be much faster than any other industry that we know.
Yes. Yeah, it's very smart, Oren. Totally agree. I mean, any brand, any retailer, I mean, technology is like, it's a must to have it. You cannot postpone it, you cannot think about it. I mean, and most brands, owners, and leaders, they came from maybe a marketing background or a supply chain background. They're not technologies, they don't know how to implement technology. So go ask for help, go to the local agency, go for the experts who can help you do this transition and implement technology. But also, on the other hand, as technology and AI will be adopted more and more, we are social creatures, right? And we need the human connection. And this emotional connection and the general sentiment between shoppers and brands is very, very important. So all the other things, I think there's going to be an increased effort in
For
trying
sure.
to differentiate and personalize and build this, more of a personal touch and loyalty to the brand, probably with more technologies like immersive technology of some sort, or any other things that are out there.
Yeah.
Any tips or recommendation you can provide to merchants out there right now in the current market?
I think that we talked several times about the skyrocketing customer acquisition costs.
Hmm.
I think retention is something that we see more and more merchants not focusing on. They're all
Hmm.
about, okay, how can I get the next customer? How can I get the best product?
Yeah.
But there's so much you can do in the retention space, and a lot of people probably talked to you about it before this episode. But the good old email marketing, social media, also things around customer care. Even within the e-commerce space, it would be very surprising and delightful to get a human touch with someone responding to you before you make a purchase, after you make a
Hmm.
purchase. Uh, all these different things that you can do in order to bring that repeated usage, in order to make customers more loyal. Loyalty programs, for example. I think focus on retention, because
Yes.
the customer acquisition costs are still going to go up, and I think the ability for you to retain the customers that you have is going to probably make or break your ability to be successful.
Very, 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 very important. Oren, great. So this is the part where I usually ask the guests for some fun facts about themselves. So I know you have a few, so would love to hear some.
Okay, I think going up and leading to the current point in my career, not too many people know that I had very fun, sometimes weird jobs in the past. I think as a teenager, as a student, but I think that every job allows you to learn something that you can take from and bring to your next job, and overall, I think help you with your career. So several fun facts about me. So I was a basketball coach for kids. I
Wow.
was a
Good.
bartender on the beach. Okay, so that definitely helps you, I think, dealing with customers and customer care. I was a gym instructor. I was also a DJ in professional league basketball games.
Wow.
I did that too. And I think last but not least, I was also a commander in a special forces unit in the military, which allowed me to learn a lot about leadership. So these are, I think, some of the fun facts.
Great, Oren. Thank you for sharing. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed the conversation, Ethan. Highly
Really
appreciate it.
appreciate it. Thank you, Owen. Bye bye.
Bye.